but I have found something real with you. And I've never loved someone like I've loved you.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, everyone. It was recently brought to my attention that Ben and Mahogany have reemerged from the shadows once again. Hoping that this was all just a horrible dream or some kind of evil prank, I turned on 90 Day Diaries and adjusted my eyes to the screen. And sure enough, there he was, and he even got a new haircut. He's in his boy band phase now. I think his appearance in this is all just one big promo for his new group, Ben and the Mahoganies. And speaking of mahogany, or wait, is it mahogany?
So do you like me to call you Mahogany or Mahogany?
Neither.
No, mahogany.
Mahogany.
Yes.
Mahogany.
The unthinkable has happened. These two have gotten married. They have tied the knot. I gotta be honest, I didn't see this coming. When this guy was first on the show, I thought he fell in love with a JPEG. He went to his kids and he was like, hey kids, I know this is tough to deal with, but I have fallen in love with a 22-year-old AI woman, and I wrote her this creepy poem, and we're gonna get married, and it's gonna be great. And his kids were like, again with this? No, but it's okay, because all of it's gonna be filmed, and we're gonna put it on TV for everybody to see, and I'm gonna grow my hair out, and I'm gonna join a boy band, and we're all gonna be rich. So don't worry. So the episode begins, and Ben is donating blood so that he can afford a plane ticket to go see Mahogany in Peru.
But it's worth it because it means plane tickets to Peru to see the love of my life, Mahogany.
Ben, what is this right here? What have you done? Is this a mahogany tattoo? Did you get a mahogany tattoo, Ben? Wait a minute, so let me get this straight. Ben gave all his money to Mahogany, so now he has to sell blood in order to go see Mahogany. I think she is literally squeezing the life out of him.
I'm really lightheaded now. I knew that pursuing a relationship with Mahogany was not going to be easy, but I felt like I had no choice. I had fallen deeply in love with her.
Weird.
And then Mahogany and I got engaged. Can you tell me what just happened?
Can you look this?
I don't want to look this. Not only do they have a massive age difference of like 30 years, but Ben also has a daughter around the same age as Mahogany. The whole thing is so bizarre and creepy, and I still don't really know what's going on. I definitely know it's not true love, though.
Mahogany and I actually just got married a few months ago, but even though we're married, Mahogany still needs me to build trust with her.
Wait a minute, is he saying her name differently now?
Mahogany, I'm so relieved that Mahogany is a woman. Her name is Mahogany.
Alright, so they got married, but they still don't live together, and something tells me that's never gonna happen. When you see them together, it becomes very clear how dysfunctional and one-sided their relationship is. And on top of that, it sounds like Ben is struggling financially right now, and I have a feeling that Mahogany never paid him back the loan that he gave her. Basically, this dude is a mess, but as long as he's married to Mahogany, he has what he wants. Mahogany is his precious.
The plan has always been to get Mahogany to the United States, but because finances have been so tough, we've not been able to get the visa.
Yeah, I don't know if that visa is ever gonna happen. I think she's just fine keeping you at a distance, seeing you just once in a while. I don't think it'll make much of a difference just because you got your hair done up all special.
In just literally 2 days, I'm going to be in Lima. This was a good idea. Desperate men do desperate things.
Well, at least he's honest. He keeps saying their plan was always for her to come to the United States, but I feel like her plan is actually going accordingly. They haven't explicitly said it, but I have a feeling based on Ben's past and self-admitted desperation that he's been sending her money. And also, he says he's been without a real job for a while, so I wonder if that's at all connected to his relationship with Mahogany.
Okay, I finally made it. Unsurprisingly, I don't see her. A little frustrated. I've been waiting a long time to see her.
Oh, here we go again. Did you send her any weird poems this time, Ben? Is that something you're failing to mention?
Oh my goodness. That's her. I got her.
You got her? What does that mean? Oh, look at his little run. Imagine this being your father, just watching him skipping over to his 22-year-old girlfriend from Peru that he just sold blood to go and see. So many people on these shows that have kids who make these kinds of decisions are always trying to tell their children, oh, I'm doing what's best for you, but it's such an obvious lie. The way he's running over to her, it's like he's afraid that she's gonna take off if she sees him coming. She's probably with her friends and she's like, ah shit, there's that guy that I'm supposed to pretend to be married to. What's his name again? I wanna say Bert or Beavis or something like that, right? Wait a minute, is that even her? I love how she's paying zero attention to him, even when he's only like 3 feet away. Now, I guess she could be texting him to say where she is, but you're telling me she didn't hear this dude come running over giggling?
My goodness, it's been 3 months.
I know.
Baby, I will never be that long away from you again.
Okay.
Oh, okay, it's totally fine if you do take longer though. I would completely understand. If you took like 6 months, even a year, I would absolutely get it. Even if I never saw you again, our love would still be strong. That's how powerful our love is. We don't even need to see each other or talk to each other or be near each other. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and block you. So now that Ben is here, they're gonna start planning their Peruvian wedding because all they had so far was a civil ceremony and they want to have a religious ceremony.
Okay, so there's venue, there is food.
What about your children? They will come?
Yes, and then there's travel. So I had to make a decision between doing the spousal visa and helping to support you and come here.
So based on that, it sounds like he's prioritizing supporting her in Peru and coming to visit her instead of just getting the ball rolling with the K1 visa so they can actually live together as a married couple. I feel like Mahogany is probably going to try to postpone that as long as possible. But yeah, none of this really makes sense, and Ben is still most likely getting played here.
Just do that and show me, because if you don't show me interest, everybody lost interest, right?
Like, I literally had to go and give my blood.
Well, you're about to give a kidney to pay for this wedding or I'm leaving. So it sounds like she's hinting that she's going to lose interest if he doesn't pay for everything that she needs, which really shows where their relationship is. He's given her everything he has and he's got nothing left but the blood in his veins.
We're working on the visa. When the religious ceremony happens, I mean, it will be very soon after that you'll be able to come to America. And whatever you want, I'm going to give it to you.
And if I change my mind?
Babe, that wasn't part of the Runaway Train poem. Did you read it every day like I asked you to? I put it on the fridge. I annotated it, for God's sake. It is painfully obvious that she's not interested in him and she's just using him. I can't believe she actually married the guy, though.
But I have found something real with you. And I've never loved someone like I've loved you. Mahogany.
This is the face you make when you're locked into a marriage with Ben and now the train is going too fast to stop. It's crazy that they're literally married and yet he still sounds like he's just being creepy to a stranger who's desperately trying to get away from him.
I'm willing to sacrifice a lot to make this work. Honestly, whatever it takes, because I've never found something this good.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to leave, but this was fun. Thanks, Bert. It's kind of disturbing to me when he says he's never found something this good because he's clearly not talking about their relationship because their relationship is awful. It's more like he knows he'll never find somebody this young again and he's desperately trying to cling on. And this whole scene just sounds like he's pleading with her not to give up on him.
I love you, baby. Do you know that?
Ugh.
I think so.
So yeah, it seems like this guy's own wife isn't even saying I love you yet. Not to mention, it seems like she's perfectly fine just letting him bankrupt himself for her. This is quickly turning into a worse financial situation than Gino and Jasmine. Anyway, that's the end of the Ben and Mahogany section. That's all there was to the update on 90 Day Diaries. But real quick at the end of this video, we're going to shift over to Brandon and Julia. Does everybody remember them? I made a video on them a few years ago, and Brandon had really overprotective parents who didn't want him moving out even though he's like 30 years old. Well, he and Julia finally did move out, but on Christmas, Brandon had the genius idea to give his parents a key to their house as a gift. Oh, Brandon, that is so sweet that you care enough to do that. We are going to be over every day, every single day. It'll be like you never moved out. In fact, we're going to take this as a sign that you want us to move in. All right, let's everybody just take it easy here. It's more of like a metaphorical thing, you know? We still think you're nuts.
Yes,
Oh man,
yes,
and you can
yes,
tell
yes.
he didn't consult Julia about this.
Mahogany.
Ben, get lost. Your part's over.
That is so sweet. That is so sweet.
So I'm not kidding when I say that his mother took this as an invitation to come over literally anytime they want. And then Brandon's like, no, you still have to let us know when you're coming over. And then she gets very upset. She's like, what's the point of the key then? There is no point to the key. It was pretty much just to make them feel better, but I think they very quickly realized that she would be there every day.
Oh.
Yes, but
Oh, it says love. It says love.
I feel like she knows they're gonna immediately regret it, so she's talking over him so he never gets a chance to take it back.
It says love.
Yes, but... It says love. Yes, but I also want to be clear.
love you can't just show up whenever.
Why? I do now.
Well, stop.
He can't though.
But you know what? When you're not home, I can come and I can try to clean the house so you won't.
Oh god, what have you done? Brandon, what have you done? So wait a minute, let me get this straight. Brandon got her a key to their house for Christmas to let her know to stop coming over so much. Interesting. Another genius move from Brandon.
No, you
That
can't.
would be awesome.
You can't do
Or I
that.
can-
That's exactly what we're saying. You can't do.
But I can try to surprise you.
No,
We'll
but-
go cook
yeah.
dinner.
It's kind of ridiculous to make a decision like this without telling your wife when you have especially overbearing parents. Also, to me, the mother seems very manipulative. It seems like a tactic to make Brandon feel guilty when he walks it back a little bit. She immediately goes to the extreme by saying she's going to come over when they're not there and clean and come over and cook dinner and all this stuff.
It's like you give me a key, and it's like, here, we love you. Here's a key, but don't show up unless I tell you can show up.
So you expect
Or
me to
let me
give you-
give you a calendar, and I can just mark off the days that you can show up.
That would be perfect. And you can go ahead and just leave that calendar blank. I don't even know what to say here because as ridiculous as she is, I don't know why you'd give this woman a key to your house, especially if you want to make it clear that you don't want her to show up as often anymore. That's like gifting somebody a pack of cigarettes because you want to encourage them to stop smoking.
Give
Well, I
her
was
your
saying-
keys.
So why-
Because I
So why
Always-
would I show up if you're not
You
here?
don't need show up.
So why do I need a key?
This is one question for him. Why she need the key?
All we're saying is just not every weekend.
This might be the most useless key in existence. I can picture Brandon gleefully going to the hardware store to get the key duplicated, thinking this is going to be a great gift and everybody's going to be happy. Was he reading Asuelu's guide to giving Christmas gifts?
Love us and you want us to enjoy your house too, but it's only when you want us to be here in a controlled situation.
You mean like every normal person ever? I can't believe you only want us here when you want us here. We want to intrude when we're unwelcome. It's almost like she wants to make them uncomfortable, because doing the things that she said would make anybody uncomfortable. Family or not, nobody wants somebody showing up randomly all the time, especially when you're not home. So then Brandon's dad takes the key and throws it back at him, and he's like, screw this, I'm done with this. Take your damn key. I duplicated this shit 5 times anyway. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you'd like to see more content on 90 Day Diaries, you can head on over to my Patreon. I just posted a video there yesterday. But either way, thanks so much everyone for commenting and subscribing and liking my videos. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will see you next time.
And she's 24 years old. Her name is Mahogany. 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 So do you like me to call you Mahogany or Mahogany?
Mahogany.
Mahogany.